Nate, what is up, buddy? As I promised, I'm getting that video to you. So, today I want to talk about the big three things that are going to make you a ranking factor in Google's eyes and send more business your way. Now, what I did today is I didn't want to focus on book sales. I'm focusing more on motivational speaking engagements. And, if I am correct, by doing that, you'll increase your brand, your brand visibility, and you will sell more books that way. It's kind of hard. It's a little bit tricky, and I think it would have, like, it's possible I can do it, but it would have taken a good amount of time to try to figure out how I would rank you for a book specifically on, let's say, a site like Amazon or on Google's references. If I typed in self-help books and it brought up a whole bunch of listings, how to get you up there. So I decided to focus on the speaking engagements. Plus, I feel like, depending on how much you charge, you could make them a lot of money that way. So if by the end of this video you like what you heard, just, give me some feedback. I'm sure we'll talk, but it's a free plan. You could do this for yourself. We'll be able to teach you the big three things that are going to make you a ranking factor in Google's eyes. Now, the first one's going to be content. Your page, your content is made up of the words, the images, and the text behind the images called alt text that make up your page. Okay, content is a huge ranking factor in Google's eyes and a lot of other search engines' eyes as well. So content, we like to say, is king. To optimize yourself with Google, you want to have at least 1,500 words on your front page. And if you want to rank for any back pages, I could talk to you about that in the future as well. But that 1,500 words is going to give you a lot of opportunity to rank for some keywords that people search for when they're looking for your services, your products, anything that pertains to you that you want to pop up first for. Okay, and I'll explain to you what that is a little bit more as we go through this video. But as you can see, your website looks really nice. It's laid out good, color scheme's good, got you screaming right there. No, I'm just kidding. But the website itself looks nice, but there's not a lot of content. Okay, there's not a lot of text or anything that's going to draw a lot of power to your website. Now, the second thing I want to talk to you about is backlinks. Now, backlink is a site that's actually linking to your site, pushing power to your site. When Google looks for sites to rank, they're looking for the most popular sites. It's like a popularity contest. So if you have a lot of big, powerful, and relevant sites pushing power to you and saying like, hey, go see this guy over here, that's going to give you a lot more relevance in Google's eyes, and it's going to make you a ranking factor for whatever it is. And there's different things that you can rank for, but it'll help you rank for those keywords that you're trying to capture that traffic from and get those sales from. Now, this is a tool that I use called Ahrefs. It's about $400 a month if you're interested in getting it for yourself, or I could just help you out. It doesn't matter. This right here is your URL rating. Now, this is the dominance of this specific page, and this is your domain rating. This is the dominance of your whole entire website, how much power is on your whole entire website. Now, as you can see, your website itself doesn't have a lot of power to it, but your page, on a scale of 1 to 100, is not doing too bad. I know 17 feels like it might look like a small number, but we'll compare it to the other guys that you're actually competing against. Now, the search that I did to bring up these results was Motivational Speakers, Cleveland, Ohio. And really, you want to target specific local areas. There's not a lot of hits for Motivational Speakers, Ohio. There is a good amount of searches for national rankings. But as far as like how you're actually going to get traffic and how you're going to make money, these are the best keywords that, my short amount of research that I've done so far has been able to direct me towards. So that's what today is off of. Now, this is a directory site. So what people do is they pay to be on these websites. This guy, he's featured, so he probably paid a good amount of money to be in that exact spot. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never seen a motivational comedian, magician, speaker. I'm sure you guys have a very interesting show, but I got faith in you, buddy. The big thing that makes this a ranking factor, and as you can see, after all of these ads that most people won't even see because they have ad blockers or they don't like going to ads, this would be your first place. This would be your second place, right over here, and they're both directory websites. This isn't going to be hard to outrank. Like, I'm telling you that right now. As long as you do what I'm telling you to in this video, it's not going to be a hard thing to outrank. And as you can see, my app's telling me that there's an estimated 40 search volume for this one keyword. Now, there's also motivational speakers in Cleveland, Ohio, which has an estimated 40 search volume. And there's a couple other ones that we can target. You don't have to just target one keyword. You can capture 50 keywords and be all in first place if you wanted to. Let's say you have 10 keywords and you're getting a total of, we'll just say 200 search volume for those keywords, right? So let's say half of those people click on your website, and out of that, these people are actually looking for a motivational speaker, okay? More than likely to hire. So let's say out of that, you get 10% conversion rate out of half the people that sign up. You're getting 10 gigs every single month off of that. So I don't know how much money that is to you. I don't know if you cost $1,000, $400, $300. It doesn't matter. But think about your numbers and what that would make it out to see, okay, this is the value that this would be if I did this, But we'll go over to this competitor blog site's website. We'll go to their Ahrefs. As you can see, their domain, it's Gigs Island, so I'm sure it's a national thing. But they do have a ranking factor here. They don't have any backlinks that I was telling you about. This is yours. You actually have 51 backlinks and 19 websites that are referring to you, and 22 organic keywords that they're really not buyer intent keywords. They're things along, I'll show you, things along the lines of you'll never change, never change, never change, never change. Things like that you use on your website all the time. You're ranking for this, but as you can see, it's not bringing you a lot of traffic, and you're not even in first place for these. Now we'll go over to the competitive Ahrefs. No keywords, no organic traffic to this page. This page gets like no traffic, right? Now the URL rating under yours. The only reason that they're ranking right now is because they have the motivational speaker Ohio, Cleveland, motivational speakers for hire in Cleveland. They're using those different keywords, and I'm sure some of the links that they have from their domain are pushing power to this one page. Now, that doesn't mean you can't outrank them. I'm sure if you actually tried to, I'm sure you could outrank this very, very easily. They don't have any organic keywords on this specific page, and you're not competing against the website. You're just competing against that one page. So when you look in here, you're not competing against this entire website. You're competing against that specific page that it's pointing you to, right? That's why down here the description says motivational speakers in Cleveland, Ohio. That's one of their ranking factors probably right there. It's because that's there. And now let's look at the second guy, right? Once again, same thing. URL domain, that specific page, not that high. You're still beating it. Domain, because it's such a big website, it's getting a lot of power pushed from their front page. It actually has one backlink, one referring domain, and it might even be from a website that they own. But they're not getting any traffic on it, right? And the traffic value is 0. So with that being said, it would not be hard to outrank this. And I'm talking about without paid ads. So the third thing I want to talk to you about is going to be citations. Really, citations aren't going to pertain too much to you. They typically will pertain more to companies or businesses that have a Google Maps section. But as you can see, this is more of like a high ticket, low volume search. So it's not really enough to have a map section in Google's eyes. But essentially, your citations would be it's called NAPS. That's the acronym for it, NAPS. Your name, your address, and your phone number of your business. If you did have one set up and then started a Google My Business profile, that's how that would work. But those 3 things today, brother, that's what's going to put you above the rest. You know what I mean? If there's other places that you're trying to rank for as far as like motivational speakers, you can build a back page for every single one of those locations. You could be building a page and putting content out of it, in Cleveland, one for Columbus, one for Dayton, anywhere that actually has a good amount of search volume that you feel like is going to have value to your life and bring you some money. Okay? Now, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. But we went over the keywords, we went over citations, and we went over content. Remember, content, you want to have about 1,500 words on that front page at least, with properly filled in keywords. Citations, if you did find a place with the Google Maps, 200 to 300 citations, which is a good amount, and it'll make you beat your competition by a landslide. And the links, the backlinks, you want more relevant sites pointing to you. So places that, are relevant to your book, self-help, motivational speaking, all of those different things. Even entertainment might be a good one. But make sure if you're getting those backlinks, you're getting them from relevant sites that are powerful and not really, really spammy, because that's how you can kind of screw yourself, okay? Now, like I said, if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Talk to you soon.